I'm Nostalgic Cooker Guy. I remember so you're having. Not just kidding, this is David Giant 2B here.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are doing The Long Goodbye, starring Elliot Gould, 1973. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger only does a non-verbal cameo as himself, and we'll show you that scene and why. I think we know why. But it's the next Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that he's in. It's called The Long Goodbye by Elliot Gould. Anyway, so it's 1973, takes place in Los Angeles. He's a private eye detective, and he's kind of like a, would you say down and out detective? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a down and out detective, and basically, I guess he's working with like some sort of mafia gang member who committed a crime, but apparently also stole $355,000. And he helped him flee to Mexico and gets in trouble with the police, and then we have the story from there. So we start out with him. He's trying to get cat food for his cat, and of course he lives across from a group of women that are, I want to say, new age. You know, they're into yoga. They're topless and not dressed properly. Criticism is throughout the movie he's just smoking and whatnot. The whole movie he's just smoking a cigarette. It's just kind of disgusting. It's kind of he's just smoking throughout the movie. But anyway, he's buying cat food, and of course his neighbors are like kind of ridiculous, whatnot.
Every day.
Oh, hi, Mr. Lennox. Hey, you're up kind of late. Come on, lay it on me. Oh, yeah, I'll shout. Oh, Barbara Stanwyck. I've been working on Barbara Stanwyck. I'll show you. All right.
This is a very cheap film, very low budget, very simple, but it's kind of complex that it kind of got confusing a bit. What's your opinion on this movie?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Oh. Well, it's very low, but also it's rated R. There's profanity and nudity, but I'm not going to show that. There's profanity. I apologize. It's profanity. It slipped out. So anyway, so he takes this guy Lennox to the border, and who lives in a Malibu neighborhood, and he takes him to Mexico, and all of a sudden the police are at his door and about to arrest him and stuff. And Elliot Gould's kind of like a jerk of a person, I guess.
You want to know what I did last night? Well, my cat woke me up in the middle of the night. He was really hungry, so I went in to fix him his favorite kind of cat food, curry bread. You know, it's the only kind he eats, and I was out of it. So I picked something else up, and the cat clawed the hell out of me, just wouldn't touch it. So I went out to the Thrifty Mart, you know, it's open 24 hours, to get some Curry Brand cat food, and they were out of Curry Brand cat food, son of a bitch. So I got a couple other cans, you know, and I came back and I switched the labels and the cans around, and the son of a bitch cat just left. He hadn't seen him.
Elliot Gould is kind of being a smartass with the police, but then it's like, yeah, he worked with the guy, you know, he did obey the guy, escape to Mexico. Of course, then he gets thrown into a local jail, but of course they show Alcatraz, surprisingly, and you know, as the jail, for those that didn't know. And of course they release him in 3 days, and according to the police report, the guy that he ran off, you know, he died or something. Apparently he died or something, and possibly, and that's what the police say. Opinion on this scene?
I'm not entirely sure what happened to him, why they brought him in. I guess they did a fake assault because he pushed him into the other guy. That's all I could figure out. But while he's here, he starts acting up in the room and he puts all the fingerprint stuff all over his face, and I was just thinking to myself that if he would stay more composed, it'd be more believable, you know, to be able to get out. So I was shocked that he sat there and acted out in front of these people instead of staying composed and his face clean.
Yeah, it's kind of like bad acting, in my opinion, bad acting and whatnot. But you see, it's really bad acting.
That sounds like a fag.
Huh?
Fag?
Is that what you are?
Well, I'm a fag, but I want to know what you need. Anybody with Philip Marlowe's got to be a fag. Sounds like an Exeter Academy fag.
Right.
Listen, what are you here for?
Well, I'm here because I'm getting ready for the big game Saturday. You know, we're playing Notre Dame, and I hope I catch a touchdown pass. So now I'm going to be, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just getting into my makeup.
Well, fags makeup. That's
you got a banjo, I do my aljo.
Sure. It sounds like it. I can do dirty work. What the hell are you doing here?
He gets released, and he's hired by, he gets released out of the jail that looks like probably is Alcatraz, and he's hired by this wealthy lady also in the Malibu, but she seems to be working with this Lennox guy who, I guess he's a mobster himself, and he stole $355,000. Meanwhile, he's trying to break out of like a rehab clinic or a mental institution and whatnot. And of course he has a problem, and of course apparently this guy that's in the mental institution is somewhat in on it, and and you don't know this till later on, but they pretty much have the money and stuff of the mobsters or something, and it gets kind of complicated with this, and it's a little bit on the complicated side if you ask me. You agree it's a little bit on the complicated side? Yeah, it's a bit on the complicated side. And so it's like, and I don't know, like the doctor's on, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all.
You checked in. You paid me $600 cash, leaving a balance of $4,400. $5,000 is my fee, Roger. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Exquisite styrofoam pitcher. Oh, Jesus, man. My mouth's burning up. You got me all drugged up, Doc.
You need help, Roger.
Well, you know, I
The dynamics of this mental hospital at all. And so tell us about this part of the mental hospital, what your thoughts are.
It's a very luxurious mental hospital to me because they're able to go outside when they want to, and they have a door to the outside of their room, so they're not locked in, so to say. It was very interesting. He got to choose when he wanted to leave. It's very different than some of the other mental hospitals that I've seen.
Yeah, we've all seen different, I mean, it's not your typical mental health. It's kind of weird. But I feel like this part of the story, though, in my opinion, I feel like it makes no sense because it's like a second story that makes no sense to the main part of the story. It just makes no sense to me. He comes home without paying his bill, and of course this doctor is kind of in on it also with the Lennox thing for some reason, which made no sense. And all of a sudden he's approached by mobsters, and one of the mobsters, I guess Arnold is just a goon. I guess he's the unspoken goon, and that's like pretty much Arnold's only part in this movie, I guess.
Why aren't you there?
Because I'm talking to a smart guy like you. Which house do you live in around here?
I got a cute little place on the top.
The top, huh? Penthouse. How do you get up there?
I got my own private elevator.
Private eye with a private elevator.
You want to pick up my mail?
So the Jewish mobster wants $355,000 that apparently that this Lennox guy stole from, apparently, and they said go find the money or you're gonna be dead too. So, but the thing is, he's supposed to be dead, this guy, and then she gets, and then of course the wife that's supposed to be dead is alive, and she gets hit with a Coke bottle. They didn't have Diet Coke or Coke Zero in those days, so.
I'm sorry, I heard some noises outside the car and I got scared.
Can I have a Coke?
Come over here, sit down. I want you to meet somebody. This is Joanne Egan-Weiler. This is Philip Marlowe.
Very pleased to meet you.
You have a Coke?
Oh yeah, nice box.
Harry?
A bit confused on. I guess this is the confusing part. I'm a little confused. It's basically, I don't get it. It's like they beat this lady's nose up. They break her nose, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, they go back to the house where the runaway writer, who's in the mental hospital, comes in, and it makes no sense to me. And it's kind of like, well, why do they go back to, like, what are they in cahoots with him? And of course, the doctor's in on it. We know, and it's like I don't understand. It's like it's like. I don't understand that, and it's like it makes no sense with these mobsters, and it's like it makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes no sense. So anyway, he's trying to find the money, and of course then he's given a $5,000 note, I guess, to be bribed to open up where exactly the money is, and it's just kind of confusing around here.
What we're gonna do is have a little old-fashioned man-to-man drinking party.
Well, that's okay with me, but I'm not going to take my tie off.
All right, you leave your tie on. Now, I'll tell you what I got. I got champagne, beer, scotch, bourbon, aquavit, honeyed port. What do you have?
What are you drinking?
What I'm drinking is called aquavit.
Well, I'm drinking what you're drinking.
Oh, God bless you. I like to hear that. You know, there's an awful lot of people. You say, what do you want to drink? Oh, I want this, I want that. And it's Mr. Lemon. Oh, make yourself comfortable. You mind sitting in the sun?
No, I'll sit in the sun.
All right.
It just makes no sense what goes on here. I mean, he's kind of like a third-party story, if you ask me. I don't know. Right? It's just a third-party story, right? I mean, it just makes no sense. But anyway, he goes on to Mexico to inquire the police about, because he gets his $5,000 and he inquires the Mexican police, and of course the police are lying to him. Of course, we don't know that yet, but they are being lied to and stuff, and whatnot. And it's like the police all lie about, they're saying, oh, he's dead, and just kind of repeated it, oh yeah, this man's dead. And of course, Elliot Gould doesn't believe he's dead. Catherine, do you want to go to Mexico?
That would be fun.
Obvious that Mexican police were bribed about the fake of the death, because this is not a photograph, as you see here. This is not a photograph. This is a drawing. You see, he took photographs. Those aren't photographs, so it's obviously something's fishy. Catherine, do you want to go to Mexico?
That would be fun.
And sign the necessary papers. You see, I am the coroner.
The what? Colonel?
The coroner.
Café?
Coroner. See, I'm a doctor too.
Yes, I know.
At the same time.
Café, doctor.
Good for you.
Thank you. See, would you care to see some photographs?
Oh, it's your work?
Yes.
Oh, I noticed your camera. You take the pictures too?
Yes, because we have no facilities here. See, we have to bring ice from the hotel.
For drinks?
No, for the body.
I see.
Because, you see,
Next drawing.
he's dead.
Mexico, what do you call it, Elliot Gould goes, obviously there's a bunch of BS that, they made up, but they can't drawings, they weren't drawings, they said they were photographs, they weren't photographs, they were drawings, so obviously he knew something sketchy. He goes back to, the writer's house, and, obviously, the doctor who's in and out of everything too, is demanding his money. First time he spent at the mental hospital, and I cannot believe a doctor would slap someone like that. I mean, that's kind of unethical for a psychiatric doctor to slap. I think that's illegal. Even back in the 70s, I think that was illegal. Just wanted to say about that.
Gosh, you know, I'm all turned around, you know. I mean, you, write the check for what? To get out of here, right? No.
This writer pays his money, does a suicide, and then gets picked up by the mob again, and the Jewish mobster again, and we get to the cameo of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, I must say, I never mind cooperating, especially if I don't have a choice, you know.
Well, I think all the boys should sit down. You should stand here. You remember Harry, of course, and you know Pepe at the bar, and Vince, and of course you know Jack really well.
What about that little lady who you gave a Coke bottle to for a nose? Is she still walking around?
That's supposed to be some kind of smart remark.
No, don't misunderstand me. I didn't mean nothing smart by it. He doesn't think I'm smart. No. Nobody's laughing. Didn't we do this before?
Yes, we did. But I'm glad you asked me about Joanne. Vince, be so kind.
Yes, sir.
See, what we have here is a problem in communication. I knew it from the beginning. I mean, I don't hear from you anymore. I don't get a phone call. I mean, not so much as a postcard. What's the matter? Where's the money?
I don't got it. That's the truth.
Joanne.
Anyway, that was the one and only cameo of Arnold Schwarzenegger, non-speaking cameo, just kind of cameoed there. And his first time I ever seen him with a mustache. And that's it, you know, that's pretty much it. He just kind of, and of course he takes off his, you know, clothes, you know, because he asked everybody to take off his clothes. And yeah, it's kind of unusual to see Schwarzenegger with a mustache like that. This is 1973.
Harry, take off your clothes. Take them off.
George Rapp never took his clothes off.
Help him take off his clothes, will you?
No, wait, one second. I don't need any help.
Joanne, just a second. I want you to wait right here. I'd like you to see what goes on after all. This is what I owe you. I owe this much to you. And I understand you're nervous.
Well, I'm not nervous.
Yes, you are. You're nervous like I was when I was a kid. I was in high school. I used to dread gym class. Absolutely dread it.
Well,
you know why?
That? No.
Because I didn't have any pubic hair till I was 15 years old.
Oh, yeah, you must have looked like one of the three little pigs.
Think funny, Marlo.
No. Take it easy.
No joke.
See, look, it's very simple.
So anyway, they discover he had the $5,000, but they gave him the $5,000 to bribe off the Mexican police because they know something's up. They want to reveal where he is. And then they're about to kill him, and then all of a sudden, they have the money of $335,000 in front of the door, and it happened to be the lady of the writer who ran off into the mental hospital. And of course, then he goes after her to chase her up, and he gets hit by a car. I guess they can't shoot for scene. And then he kind of goes to the hospital, and he realizes where he is, and he's not dead. He's actually alive. And he go after Lennox, and so Gould has to go back to Mexico.
Give you James Madison.
James Madison.
Yes, a grand president. Yeah, $5 grand.
You think you can bribe us with
Bribe? Oh, no, please, no. Bribe, this is charity I'm talking about. To buy a lot of cobblestones. A little light showed on the matter.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to Terry Lennon. The suicide was a fake, of course.
The suicide was.
Yes, look.
The police cough up that he faked his death. Lennox is in hiding, and he finds him, and it's like he decides to just confront him and shoot him, I guess, and that's kind of again in the movie here.
I'm a cop. I didn't try to kill her. I hit her. I didn't mean it.
I saw the photographs, boy. You bashed your face in.
She didn't give me any choice.
You didn't have much choice, huh? So you used me.
Hell, that's what friends are for. I was in a jam. Come on, have a drink. I had a dead wife. $350,000 that doesn't belong to me. I had to get out. It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Goddamn simple. Cops have me legally dead. Augustine's got his money. He's not looking for me anymore. I got a girl that loves me. You got more money than Sylvia and Arnold.
Cold blood murders him, and then just walks away with a harmonica and dances off around here. It's kind of cold blood murder, and then that's kind of the end of the movie here. So. Movie.
I was pretty shocked that he got killed in the end by his friend. It was a little confusing to me, and it was a strange ending.
What did you think of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I've never seen him with a mustache before, but that was about it. I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, silent cameo. So anywho, so yeah, my final thoughts. I've seen better detective films than this. I really kind of felt that, you know, I mean, 15 minutes with a cat was a waste of film. You know, this side story, of course, I don't know, I guess the wife of the writer was kind of connected. I guess they were all in on it. Even the local police were in on it, huh? That's kind of ridiculous. But I feel like I've seen better, I mean, it was slow and easy. I just feel like I've seen better detective stories, especially rated R detective stories. I've seen better stories. Don't you agree? Yeah, we've both seen better detective stories, and I think like 15 minutes with a cat, and then the side story with the writer going insane. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous, and then he commits suicide, and I guess I can't shoot anything, otherwise MGM would get on my ass for that. Director is at MGM. Anyway, so this was the Long Goodbye review. I'm David Johnny 2B.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are signing off. Have a good night or a good day wherever you are. Good night.